Hello and welcome to my poster. My name is Wendy Galvan Romero and I'm a second-year student at the Open University where I'm investigating the role of intelligent personal assistants in migrant learners' willingness to communicate in English as a second language. Nowadays, modern approaches emphasize communicative competence as part of the language teaching objectives. We want learners to use the language correctly and appropriately to accomplish communication goals. However, it has been observed that some learners are more willing to engage in L2 communication than others. This disposition may be affected by several variables such as the environment they are in or the language anxiety that learners may experience when interacting with others, but it is not necessarily bounded to their linguistic competence. This study will be targeting migrant learners specifically. Many migrant learners in the UK experience problems in work or education as a result of their limited English language skills. Therefore, there is a critical need for resources that support their willingness to communicate, to integrate, and become functional members of a new society. Intelligent Personal Assistants, or IPA, offer a dynamic oral conversational opportunity in language learning that seems to have potential for improving language learners' willingness to communicate. As part of this doctoral study, a conversational experience will be designed to bring together conversational and instructional principles that take into consideration the learner's needs, their environment, and instructional activities that support oral abilities. Language education literature focusing on IPAs identifies the need for more research investigating the influence of this technology in learners' willingness to communicate in different settings. In addition, published research lacks the design phase for educational voice experiences to encourage spoken output from learners. This is important because we want to support learners in both formal and informal settings. One of the components of this study focuses on the design of a voice experience for specific language purposes. I'm currently designing a voice experience that can encourage users to simulate daily life situations such as making a doctor's appointment, booking a table, or ordering or shopping items. The purpose of these interactions is to boost some of the variables that contributes to willingness to communicate in a controlled environment that makes them feel comfortable to make mistakes or repeat as many times as they need. Moreover, I am interested in exploring if these interactions have any influence in the learner's willingness to communicate in their daily life. During the initial analysis of the exploratory study, a few patterns have been observed, such as users needing more guidance, assuming or expecting the IPA to behave in a certain way, and that learners need structured dialogues that support different proficiency levels. To conclude, my intended outcomes are to find out how IPAs may play a bigger role in language education by fostering an adequate environment to practice oral abilities and that learners feel more willing to communicate with others in the language they are learning. Thank you very much for listening and please feel free to send me your questions to the email below.